Before we really get into all of these, though, let's talk about what an adverb is. Let's remember that nice word. What's an adverb?
It's a word that, because in a verb,
Shefta had his hand up, Sultan. Don't interrupt. Yeah.
it's a word that it never changes.
That never changes? An adverb?
No, it's mean
Maybe
add.
It's a word who used to qualify the verb, the
Or a verb or
or adjective.
an adjective. Yeah, let's look at this fun word. Add verb. We can take this sucker apart.
Okay.
Over here, adjective. Over here, verb. So it's basically a super extraordinary superhero type of adjective, because not only can it give information about an adjective, but it gives information about the verb. We are going to be looking at the verb part of the adverb. But let's look at how a regular adverb works in a sentence. Very simple sentence. I walk quickly. What's my adverb?
Quick.
Yeah, what's the subject?
I
All right. What's my verb?
walk.
And it's verb 1, right?
Yes.
And then we have
Quickly.
adverb.
Adverb.
The adverb is answering the question, how do I walk?
Yes.
Well, I walk quickly. All right. We're going to move away from how do I walk to when do I walk. And instead of one word, we're going to move into a clause. A clause is what? What can you tell me about a clause?
It's
What does a clause have?
subject and verb.
It has a subject and a verb, exactly.
It may be
That's very important.
an object.
Oh, it's what?
It's relationship.
There's a relationship between the independent clause and a dependent clause. So that's what I want to get to. Not only is a clause something that has a subject and a verb, but it's dependent. So we're going to start using two different types of clauses. We're going to say an independent clause. An independent clause has a full subject, it has a verb, and it has a predicate. And now we're going to have a dependent clause. Dependent clauses are like little babies. What happens if you take a baby, little bitty baby, and you stand it up and let it go? It's going to fall over. It can't stand up by itself. It's a baby. Don't take your baby sentence and put it in the paper or on a piece of paper that you're going to hand in without a mommy or daddy to hold it up. That's mean. Don't do that. So you got these baby sentences. But how do we know what the baby sentences are? Well, they have these nice little clue words. Remember, what's our theme? We are grammar detectives. And we look for clues. And our clue to a dependent clause are dependent clause type words like when. And I want to start with when because we've been using when a lot. We've used this already. Do you remember this sentence?
When it's began to rain.
And what do I have to have here?
Comma.
Comma. Enter.
Remember this?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. All we're doing is naming what we've already done. This isn't going to be anything new for anybody. Let's take a look. Let's start right here. We have something happened. And over here we have something happened.
Correction.
actions. Which one happened first?
The rain started.
Rain.
Yeah, the rain started, and then
Rita stands.
Rita stood. So here it starts raining. Oh! So she jumps under the tree to try and stay dry.
Okay, teacher. What's the difference between when and because?
Ah, wait a minute. We're going to talk about because tomorrow. That's a cause and effect relationship with adverb clauses. We want to focus on time. We're going to focus on time. But tomorrow, we're going to answer that question for you, Sultan, okay? Let's start with this, though. When it started to rain. This is an adverb clause. Let's take a look at our adverb clause. What's the subject?
It.
It. What's my verb?
Start.
Start.
Yeah. Verb.
To rain.
It started, that's what it did, right? It started to rain.
Yes.
All right. Subject and past tense verb. Something happened
Happy.
over here. This is a baby. This is a baby. That when right there, that's what makes it dependent.
Even
As soon as I put a word like that on a clause, I make it dependent on a grown-up. So let's go over here to Mom. Rita stood under the tree. What's my subject?
Read.
Yeah. What's my verb?
Stone
Stone.
under.
All right, and then we have the rest. Now, we have verb ed. So we have a relationship. Something happened, something happened. And if it happened, there's all in the past. We're going to use verb ed in both of the clauses. Can we make this present tense?
Yeah.
Sure we can. Let's say this sentence here. I'm going to go la 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 la, and whenever I start to sing la 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 la, I want you guys to clap. La 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 la. So let's write this down. Oh. La 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 la. I just like the applause. When the teacher sings, the class claps.
Class.
All right. Now, we have something, instead of happened, we have something happens. And we have
Something happens.
something happens. Which one happens first?
Teacher
Sing.
That's what makes you start to clap, because I sing so well, right? Terrible. All right, but remember, we have a dependent clause. We know it's dependent because this right here is on the front, okay? But we also have a clause, and that means we have to have a subject and verb. So let's check it. What's the subject?
Teacher.
Yeah. And what's our verb?
Sing.
And what tense are we in?
Present.
We're verb one.
Present.
Happens. Seems. Let's go over here. Remember, this is a baby. Let's go check out Mom. What is my subject?
Class.
Yeah. The class what?
Class.
And we have verb one again. No problem. We've done these, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Now, I want you to go back to when we talked about the past perfect. Remember talking about the past perfect? We had two words that allowed us to drop the had and just use the past tense. Who remembers those two words?
Had this.
Before.
Before.
Go.
After.
Before.
Before and after, right. We've already used these. Guys, we've already done this. and that's kind of cool because we're not doing anything new. I'm going to erase. Everybody ready? You need this? All right, here it goes.